Episode 127 of Soccer Over Gotham. Question is Gotham having fun? We haven't seen Gotham have fun in a little while. Looked like they were having fun. I know we were having fun as fans. Gotham dominated the Courage in a way that they have not been dominated in a long time. We're going to talk about that. Gotham explodes for 3 goals. Esther was in the zone and scored one of the cheekiest goals I've ever seen. And then rookie phenom Lily Reel is just an unreal talent, and she opened her account in this game. And we're going to talk about this sensational rookie. Then we will preview Friday's matchup against Angel City. We got celebrations on this podcast because Jace has arrived. But more importantly, we have the return of goals, the return of Midge Purse, the return of Jessica Silva, and the return of fun. And also the return of Ruby Pinto. Ruby, how are you?
I am back. Finally. Honestly, this year it's only been 4 months and it feels like at the same time like it's been like 2 years. It feels like so much has been going on and in so little time. I've been so busy at work. I haven't been able to like come on here and record with Gary, but I'm finally back. Hopefully I can keep coming every week. I think I will be able to. Things are not going to get crazy again till I believe July for us at my job. So we should be good. And I think it's during that week that the NWSL is off. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
How you been, Gary?
I've been good. I've been trying to understand how free time works. And so like I've been reading a lot.
Back in my day in 2024 when I had time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I'm reading a lot more. I'm like read 3 books in 3 weeks. I'm killing it, doing well. Yeah, so I'm making up for lost time, which is good.
Oh, that's good. I haven't honestly. You just talked about this, and I was thinking about it today. I was like, I haven't read a book in a while. I was like, maybe I should start reading a book. But yeah, it was just a thought. But you brought it up. I was like, maybe that's a sign.
Yes. So our show is growing. Are still hitting our numbers on Spotify, but we are growing on YouTube, and you can watch us on YouTube anytime. You can watch my cats destroy stuff behind me. So join us on YouTube. We're doing live streams there. So if you notice that like we didn't put out an episode, you're like, where's the episode this week? More than likely, if it's a shorter week, we're going to do a YouTube live instead right before the game just to get caught up and do that. So find us on Soccer Over Gotham on YouTube. Find us on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, the whole thing. Now, Ruby, since it's been a little while, is there anything you want to catch up on? Anything you got to get off your chest before we get started?
It's been a lot. But first things first, that red card to Mandy Freeman, it was not a red card for me. That's the first thing I want to say. Got to put it out there. And then we have so many like new faces at Gotham. We have so many new players. So we're going to talk about that later. But I'm so excited seeing all these new players with Gotham and how they're still there trying to find chemistry on the pitch. You mentioned this before we started recording, the 5 years for Coach Amoros. 5 years, that is a great deal. He's been with Gotham for the past like 2.5 seasons, something like that. So that's great to have him back. He's been reliable and he's been consistent. And then another thing about all the things that have been happening at Gotham and what happened at the Orlando game. That was crazy. I never thought that it would happen at Red Bull Arena or Sports Illustrated Stadium now. The Gotham fandom and the Gotham supporters have always been a great community, a community of positivity and love. And just to hear that one of the fans there said something really nasty to Barbara Banda, it was surprising to me. I never thought this would happen in our stadium. But I'm so glad that Gotham took action about this matter and they banned this fan from coming back to any of the games. And I think that's fair.
Yeah, we're all about inclusivity here. So yeah, that's not a thing that we deal with around here. So, Ruby, I can't wait to see you at Sports Illustrated Stadium. Still takes me a while to say that.
I know, me
And
too. It still doesn't roll out like your tongue right now, but we'll get
yeah,
it.
yeah. Bring your binoculars because the media seats are like up
Oh
there.
my God. I was reading about it on Sky Blue.
Hmm.
Jenna Tinelli posted about it, and I was like, crap. Like, I mean, we were spoiled. But at the end of the day, we were actually there to bring you guys content, to, like, be informative. We were not there for like the best seats, but it kind of sucks now. We're like in the corner, like all the way to the back. It sucks. Jenna Tinelli says that she couldn't tell which player was who, which that sucks. What's your opinion,
I
Gary?
have really good eyesight, so I can still see across the stadium pretty well, but it does like it's hard to see things happening in front of the goal on the other side of the field. And it's you're the farthest point away from Cloud Nine, which is the motif of the experience there. So that part stinks. But like any chance I'm getting, I'm gonna sneak back to my seats at 106.
Yeah, you have a better view there. You
Yeah,
take really great pictures from there too.
dude. Yes. Speaking of Sports Illustrated Stadium, this game that you missed in person was awesome. Now, both these teams, they're talking to
Hmm.
Courage and Gotham, are a little slow out of the gates. And neither team had a win so far. And
Hmm.
both teams had 2 points coming into it from 3 games. And however, Gotham has bested the Courage, I think, the past 4 games at home. So, roster, we had Esther up top, Gabby, and then Stevens on the other side. Midfield of Neely Martin, Howell, and Shapansky. And then the back line of Lily Reel, Sonnet, Freeman, Carter. Now that Davidson is out, it was just Carter was the center back instead of Terry Davidson this game. And then we had Berger back in goal. Your thoughts on, obviously, Tierna Davidson going out injured, but Carter filling in for her?
That's really sad. We don't have Davidson for a while for the rest of the season. Who knows how long it's going to take for her to come back, like it happened to Midge Purse. Really glad to see Midge Purse there on the bench, ready to go. A lot of rookies making a statement and have been regular starters, and we have a couple here in this last game. It's really nice to see. They're both really talented, and I think they deserve it. They definitely been making a statement, and I can't wait to see more of them. Honestly, we are just starting the season. It's only been 4 games.
And we're back to this again, Ruby. The craziest bench of all time. We have Midge, Jace, Silva, Kaiser, Witham, Torres all on the bench, and more. What a ridiculous roster.
I know. Like at this point, it's only about time for them to like gel together,
Hmm.
and usually that happens at the mid-season. Usually for Gotham, feels like kind of like this season kind of feels like we've seen this before from last season. They started kind of similar last season as well. So yeah, I mean, if it's gonna go like last season, we're definitely be in the playoffs.
Hey, we didn't score like 2 goals to like June or July last season.
Okay,
So
we're
it's getting,
doing better.
yeah, getting 3 so early is important for this team. It was a disjointed first half. Both teams came out. It was what do you expect from 2 teams that really like the ball, really like to hold on to the ball, and don't really have a
Hmm.
lot, or maybe a little bit toothless going forward. So Courage got behind Gotham's back line a lot early on. However, Gotham recovered, and they pretty much only faced shots from outside the box, which was good. Then, as we got to be a name for this for Esther when she just simply just decides to take over games, because she scores 2 goals within like 2 minutes or 4 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And this is apparently she's done this 4 times. She scored 2 goals in a span of 10 minutes in her NWSL career. No other player has done that more than twice.
Wow.
So that's from Opta, but ridiculous.
It was crazy. She
Hmm.
was everywhere on that pitch,
Hmm.
and like I would like blink and I was like stairs there, and now blink and then she's on top and she's back. She was everywhere. I really like that about her. She has like this predator mentality, and I don't know, it's great to see her on the field like that. And we know she's always brought that fire into the pitch and for Gotham. I believe she scored 9 goals last season. So And I think she was a top scorer for Gotham last season too. So let's see if she can keep that going this season.
Yeah. Speaking to that, I feel like Amoros has given up on trying to like rein her in
Mm-hmm.
because she has been, as you mentioned, she was all over the pitch. If you look at her heat map, there's like not a spot on the field that she didn't touch. And we know Esther as being super fit. Like she is
Yeah.
always hustling. And even before she was taken out in like the 85th minute, she was still tracking down players and running down this player and that player. And she was just all over the place. And she's excellent on the ball. So she is a hybrid of like attacking midfielder and a forward. And I think just letting her roam and find the game because she's
Yeah.
so intelligent is working out for Gotham finally. So, but the
Yeah.
first goal, amazing. Getting Stevens on the outside, and this is something I've been talking about for a while. Like Esther's like bread and butter
Mm-hmm.
is balls coming across from the end line, her
Mm-hmm.
making smart runs in the box, and we have not had players that can get to the end line and get balls across. That's why I'm really excited to see Midge back because you know she's going to get to the end line and get balls across. So Stevens does this, and who is there? Of course, it's Esther with her signature. How she gets so much torque in her body from such a short
Yes.
jump is impressive. So the
But
first goal was amazing.
yeah, she has great timing,
Hmm.
like she sees the ball and she knows exactly when the ball is going to be at a certain spot and she needs to be there. And that's really impressive because it again, it's all about timing of that ball. That ball is curving, it's coming at a certain speed. Like you have to as well, you have to like visualize where it's going to land too because it's coming in the air. It could like if there's wind, it could change the movement of the ball, whatever. So I really like that about Esther, and I'm really interested in seeing more of that partnership with Stevens. They do that really well and real too. Her crosses are incredible as well.
Yes, we're definitely going to get the real. Also on the goal itself, Esther's very good at separating herself from defenders. It's not just making the right
Mm-hmm.
runs; it's about making the defender think you're going to go one way, and then she just pulls out a little off run and gets a little
Yeah.
bit of space, just enough to get her open in the middle of the box. It's hard to
Yeah.
do, but she does it with such ease.
Yeah.
And speaking of Stevens and Esther connection, immediately after, Stevens plays an amazing ball behind the line, and Esther hits Murphy on the first shot, but she hides herself. One of the cheekiest goals I've ever seen. She hides herself behind a defender, and Murphy tries to play the ball too quickly. She reaches out around the player, knocks the ball down, hits Murphy with the first shot, and then she's just wide open and puts it in the back of the net for her second goal. Just like IQ of like 1,000.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
well done, Esther.
Exactly. Like I'm telling you, that predator mindset,
Hmm.
like you could tell when she was walking back, like her eyes were like she was looking to the side to see when Murphy was going to throw the ball, and she just like extended her leg and all her body and she was able to touch that ball. It was incredible. It was so smart. Like you said, that IQ of like uh, unlimited,
Hmm.
whatever. Like that was really, really, really nice. If the first goal was like really good, that second one was amazing.
Yes, and I think her her ball skills are improving as far as like her movement within what this team wants her to do. She's been holding the ball up well, working with her teammates well. She's just been awesome. And honestly, I think she could be a Golden Boot winner if she keeps going.
Mhm.
And we just need to keep feeding her. And this game turns on its head right before halftime. And coming out of the break, Gotham goes right back to the front foot. Esther gets behind the back line right away. It's a shot on Murphy, pushes it to the side, goes out of bounds. Then we get a corner kick, and good on Brunina. I wasn't sure if she was trying to put the ball back in play or she was trying to get a shot on goal, but she was able to lift the ball into the
Yeah.
center of the park where Lily, just a big body in the box, puts her head on
Mm-hmm.
it, puts it in the back of the net. Just well done. It was like weird because of like somehow it felt like that goal was coming for her, even though she's a left back.
Yeah. Her first NWSL goal for real. The it's funny enough. The first real goal, because her first goal was an own goal, which really sucked. But this goal made up for that other goal. And I was so happy for her, honestly, because she works so hard on the pitch, and you can see like her dedication on the pitch and for Gotham. And I was so happy when she got that goal.
Yeah, agreed. And let's talk about her. From what you've seen so far, like coming out of college, don't think I've seen a player like no one's a complete player. There's always some place you can get better at. But Lily's skill set, like what is she missing? She's got size, she's got speed, she's got strength. She can play good crosses in, like as you mentioned. She can play balls behind the back line. She can tackle in the open field. She just seems to have it all. It's just impressive.
Yeah, she does. I think more time with the team.
Hmm.
Like I'm saying, Gotham's gonna start getting really good in like maybe 4 to 5 more games, which is mid-season. I think that's when, the players have been together for longer now, training, playing. They know what to expect. They probably read their teammates better after playing a while together. So honestly, I just cannot wait to see them mid-season.
Indeed, I can't wait. And then once Lily puts the ball in the back of the net, you felt the air completely go out of North Carolina. They we talked about this in the Orlando game last season. I said sometimes you just have to you wait for the other team to concede defeat when they start pulling their starters, and they pulled them early. Jaden Shaw was pulled out in the 55th minute. They pulled Ashley Sanchez in the 65th minute, and when you're pulling on players like,
Yeah.
no offense to these players, I'm saying Eileen Gomez, Brooklyn Courtnall, Riley Jackson. Then comes the line shifts of Gotham, of Midge Purse, Jace, and Jessica Silva, which is probably the last thing you want to see
Yeah.
when you're down 3-0. Those three players coming onto the pitch, and what a fun end to this game. Those three players were just tearing up the place. And first, let's just talk about Midge. Was just crazy.
Yeah, I saw that video where she says when she was having lunch or dinner, I think it was lunch with Ali Krieger, and then she told her like she's just gonna get better after her injury, and you saw that spark in Midge this game. So honestly, I cannot wait to see her keep playing, keep getting more minutes. She missed out on last season, and I think that felt like it was going to be her season because she was MVP in 2023. So she was coming with a different attitude into 2024, and it got cut short when she was injured. But now this is kind of like her redo season, and I think she's going to work so hard to be MVP one more time.
When you come back from an injury like that, it's usually you're still a little bit nervous of that first contact, the first time you're going to get real contact. There's a moment in this game, and if you're on TikTok, go find Gotham's page because they posted a video of this. Midge Megs one player and Megs another defender,
Yeah.
and they have no choice but to they each grabbed one of her shoulders and kind of rode her down to the ground. She does this baseball slide, and she
Yeah.
just pops up and just puts a big smile on her face. And you just knew that's the moment she knew that she was back. And just what a performance from her. She took on a defender on the baseline and just strong tackle, got past the defender, got a ball across, and nearly created a goal. Just I'm so happy to have her back. And
Yeah.
as far as there's few players like Midge that when she's on the ball and she's facing goal, half the crowd just stays silent, and then the other half of the crowd is just nervous energy because you just know something good is about to happen or something's gonna pop off. So I haven't seen a player get that kind of, I don't know, draw that kind of energy out of a crowd. So she's just amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what Gotham did to make her stay, but I'm so glad because we
Right.
were all waiting for that news to come out. If she was gonna stay, was she gonna go? We all know she was looking for a better contract, more money. So I
Mhm.
think Gotham was able to come to an agreement with her to make
There
her
are two
stay.
other entrances we've had, which was Jace and Silva, who immediately looked like they've been playing with each other for 5 seasons. And let's talk about Jace first. I think the thing that jumps out to me immediately from her is how strong she is. Physically strong and holds up the ball really well in between defenders and is always able to roll off defenders and try to get shots off. And she looked really good. And I think because of her strength and holding the ball up, Jessica was just able to run around and find pockets of space and work really well off each other. Just well done for both of them.
Yeah, I love this three together on top, but we just have so many great players. So it would also be really interesting to see what Ambrose is going to do this season because we know he's a mad scientist. So he has a lot of options here, a lot of different combinations for the team and the starting 11.
Yeah, and we're going to get Lavelle back soon enough. And I assume that Lavelle's going to go into that spot that Shapansky's in now. And just, I don't know, Lavelle in this lineup.
In the mix, yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I'm going to ask this question one more time. Is this team still not a super team? Come on.
Right? Exactly. Like, this is now like an international super team because before it was more like, oh, all the U.S. women's national team players are coming to Gotham. Now it's a little more international super team.
And Gabby looked really good this game. I think it was one of the her best performances as well. So I think it's just Gotham is just getting steam. However, Carter did leave the game late with an injury, which is concerning considering our back line has not much depth left at all. So hopefully she's back on the team on Friday because otherwise reinforcements need to come. But any player notes before we move on?
No, again, just really impressed with Esther. We already know what she's capable of, but just seeing it like week in and week out, it's really nice to see. I love her style of play, and she's just a great player.
I also think Jalen Howell is getting better and better each game. I thought this was her best performance as well. She was also all over the pitch. She won all of her tackles. She won all of her aerial duels. She had 8 recoveries. She had 93% accurate passing. She was just all over the pitch and just a physical force. And that, again, thinking about that midfield of Martin, Howell, and Lavelle is just something else. Can't wait. And I think performances like this are where they're going to get her back in the national team picture if she keeps building on these things. So good for her. I'm glad she's here, and I'm glad she can keep building on that. Any takeaways?
The only takeaway, I mean, they had a great game. They won 3-1 against North Carolina, but not North Carolina. It's not Orlando or Washington. So I believe, well, my opinion is that this score was kind of like a given, or that should have been what it is or what it was. I want to see that kind of performance of or these kind of results with Orlando, Washington, or KC.
Yeah. North Carolina is still talented. They don't have the roster of the top 4. And this is something that we were discussing on previous podcasts on the separation of the top 4 teams in the league versus the rest of the league. And Gotham is in that top 4, even though they haven't played at the first 3 weeks. But this is a promising game, and it shows what Gotham can be. And I think if they put another performance or two, they are definitely in that top 4. And yeah, we'll see what happens on Friday. But any stats of the game, Ruby?
Yes. So my stat of the game is 8 shots on target in this game, and they had 3 big chances.
Absolutely. This was the best offensive performance we've had all season. And since those games last year, we were putting 5 on teams. This was an excellent performance, and creating chances and putting them away. It was important. And against North Carolina, I got 2 stats. Gotham controlled several statistical categories. This comes from the Gotham email, including expected goals, 2.32 versus 0.44 for Carolina, and total shots 21-9, which is Gotham hasn't outshot a team like that in a long time. And snapped the Courage's 59-game streak of holding more possession than its opponents, which is pretty darn crazy because nobody does that to North Carolina. And it was all about that second half. Gotham just completely dominated them the second half. It was close the first half, but second half was all over the place. And Emily Sonnet. Remember back in the day, we used to talk about Allie Long's pass percentage
Yeah.
because it was always ridiculous. And Emily's son is the new Allie Long because wild. She missed on her second pass, I think, in like the last 2 minutes of the game. So she missed 3 passes all game, and she had a
Wow.
97% pass percentage, and she made the most passes on the pitch. So she was just connecting everything, and she just doesn't miss.
Wow. Yeah, I guess, yeah, our new Allie Long. We're going to keep looking at those numbers.
Yes. And then hero of the match, fans chose Esther, 80% over Stevens, Rail, and Berger. Your thoughts?
I agree, Esther. I mean, 2 goals in like within 10 minutes within each other. Like, that- she deserves to be hero of the match.
She definitely does. It was her night. It certainly was. On to the standings. And Ruben, we talked about the top 4 of the league, and Gotham is sitting in 5th, pulling back into that almost top 4. Only a team above us that probably shouldn't be there is Angel City, who is currently undefeated, 2 wins and 2 draws. And we'll get to them, but Portland, Seattle, Bay behind us. And then you drop down to the bottom of the table, and it is Utah Royals and surprisingly North Carolina and Chicago Stars and Racing. Just your thoughts on this opening 4 games and any surprises to you?
Yeah, the surprise is Angel City's on top 4. Like, last season they were not that great, so I'm surprised to see them in the top 4. But they've been performing pretty well. I've seen a few of their games, and they look better. They definitely do look better than last year. Gotham number 5. Not surprised. I believe that's where they should be for now, because it's only going to get better for them from here. Orlando Pride. Am I surprised about Orlando Pride and KC? No, not really. 4 wins, 4 games. I guess they just picked up right where they left off. Well, Orlando picked up right where they left off. I don't know. I want to see Gotham win against Orlando Pride again, because last year that's how it happened. They lost the first game, and then they won the second game.
Let's talk about Angel City. So I am not sold on Angel City at all. I think they've had a very light schedule going into the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Just to give you an example of who they haven't played, they are set to play us, then they're set to play Orlando, then they're set to play Washington Spirit. So I think realistically they should be coming down to earth pretty quickly. So I know that they're playing better than they were last season. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think I'm not sold on them. We'll see how they look in 3 weeks when they go through this gauntlet.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So from the bottom of the table, who do you see like rising up? So you see Angel City coming down. Who do you see rising up out of the bottom table?
I don't know.
Rory?
North Carolina could always get their feet underneath them and get going again. They have a lot of talent, and it's a shame that they're where they are in the table. But honestly, I don't see any of those bottom table teams clawing their way up. Houston, maybe if Yasmin can get going, but there's a clear difference between the bottom of the table and top of the table. Yeah, just not good. And so 10:30 on Friday night. So I'm going to put a petition on whatever petition site. I guess go to the government website and put a petition up that West Coast teams have to play earlier when they're playing East Coast teams. What is this?
I know, 10:30. It's definitely gonna be NWSL after dark.
Yeah, we have like a Tuesday game coming up that's like a 10:30 or something like that. It's craziness. Yeah, it's nuts.
Oof.
But any thoughts on this matchup other than me talking trash on Angel City?
Well, again, I see them they've been playing okay. They've been playing better than last year. Do I expect them to win against Gotham? No, I don't think so. I believe Gotham is a solid team. They have great defense, and we have Berger on goal. She's been doing really great. If I would have to say a result for this game, I'm gonna say probably 2-1. Gotham wins.
Yeah, that sounds fair. But what are you manifesting?
I am manifesting another win for Gotham. We need to get those 3 points. It's crucial to get those points going early into the season.
Indeed. I am manifesting a goal from a player who hasn't scored for this team yet. So if it's Jace, if it's Silva, let's make it happen. Even if it's with him, let with him get our first goal. But yeah. So, any random thoughts before we head out?
Yeah, just one random thought. I am so excited because next month I'm gonna go see Shakira in concert at MetLife.
What?
Yes, I'm so excited. When tickets come out, like all this hype and they're so expensive. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna buy them. They're too expensive. Like, I'm not gonna spend like $500 per ticket to go see. Well, I wanted like a section where I could see her, not like have to see her through like the big screens. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay like $500, $700. I was like, nah. So like left it like that. And then I think she performed during the Grammys, I believe. And my wife was like, "Oh, let's check out the tickets, see if if there's any like cheap ones we can like buy." And I got a really great deal on some tickets for Shakira for $200. So, and I'm gonna see her like really close, I hope. So I'm really excited about that. And then right after the Grammys, like, again, like the hype was up. And then me and my wife went to check again, like the next day, the tickets. And they were like so expensive the next day. Nice. So I was so glad I got them that day.
Yeah. So have you seen her in concert before?
Yes, I seen her on her last tour, which I believe was like around 2018. I went to she was in Madison Square Garden. And I drove down to Washington to go see her. So I saw her twice.
Oh. Yeah. Must be a crazy show. I'm sure she's amazing.
I know. I'm trying not to look at videos like on TikTok or Instagram. If it's Shakira related, like I like scroll, like I don't want to see. I kind of want to be like surprised when I go to the concert.
Do you have any big plans for the month off of NWSL in July?
No. July? No, I'm just going on another work trip in July. I think it's the second week of July or the third week of July. Yeah, this time is going to be San Diego. So I was in Florida. Then I just came back from Texas. And then now we're going to a big conference in July in San Diego.
I got tickets to see the Warning Band in July.
No
in Philly.
way.
They're playing like Friday night in New York, and then they're playing Saturday in Philly. I'm going to Philly.
What date? I got to check it out.
July 18th, and then July 19th in Philly.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to be here.
Yeah. I'm excited to see them. They're on my bucket list. So
I know. That is so exciting.
Indeed.
Take some pictures.
So we will be back next week, full on super team for us. So, all right, we will see you all next week.
Let's go.
Let's go.